Today on the Tiger Basketball Report, we'll preview the Tigers game against the Northeastern Huskies. Get ready, Tiger fans. The Tiger Basketball Report starts now.
For an athlete, there's nothing scarier than a torn ACL.
Athletes trust us with their care and their careers because we're a recognized leader in sports medicine.
Get back to your active life sooner with MedStar Sports Medicine.
Wise Market's ice cream plant is based in Sunbury, Pennsylvania, and it's locally owned and operated. We've been making our ice cream for nearly 50 years. We create roughly 70 flavors of ice cream right now. We use local ingredients, especially our cream, which is from our milk plant. The cream is what gives our ice cream a rich and creamy texture. Now, together with our customers, we've created a product called Peanut Butter Indulgence, which will be coming out this summer. It's a peanut butter ice cream with sea salt caramel swirl, chocolate-covered pretzel. How could you go wrong with that? Personally, I love our ice cream. If you come to our house at any given time, you'll find at least 5 packets of ice cream in our freezer. Our kids grew up eating Wise quality ice cream, and now we get to treat our grandchildren to it. It's been a pleasure for me to be tasting ice cream for over 40 years for Wise Markets, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Hello, fans, and welcome into the TSN studios located in CQ Arena for today's episode of the Tiger Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas. On the 14th of January, the Tigers will take on the Northeastern Huskies at 2 o'clock. As always, I am joined by the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry. And, Coach, this Huskies team is one that was picked lower middle of the half in the CAA, and all they've done is come out, beat UConn, beat Michigan State. They are now 4-0 in the CAA, and I hate to bring this up, but they're beating opponents in conference play by an average of 18 points a game. What is it that Bill Cohen has done there?
They're doing a great job. They're obviously playing at a really high level. They took advantage of Converse having a lot of home games right out the gate. I think first of the guard, TJ Williams is playing the best in the conference.
Leads the conference in scoring.
And to me, he's really a good player off of ball screens. Plays a good pace, good size guard. They're playing at a high level. And a lot of people don't realize they added a kid, Alex Murphy, a local kid from up there. Rich family. His father Jay was a great player, and brother Eric played at Florida. And Alex was a top 10 in the country recruit coming out of high school. Played at like Duke in Florida as a transfer, graduated, and got a 6th-year waiver from MCA because he had some concussion issues. So he's really helped him at the force, but he's a terrific player now, terrific player. So, and I would actually probably willing to bet that he's the highest-rated recruit ever to appear in a CAA game.
Really?
Well, he was literally top 10 in the country as a player coming out of high school. So he's had some injuries, and that didn't work out, but he's really resurrected his career. So that's a great 1-2 combination. I think they have good size. They run good offense, and they have guys that can make shots at those other perimeter spots. So that they've played really well. It'll be a big challenge for us that we continue to have a strong outing defensively, and then we got to get up and down the floor, get the game going.
Northeastern, obviously, with this fast start and making headlines nationally by beating Connecticut and by beating Michigan State. And I'm sure your players see that. They see what Northeastern has done. Does that give them some added incentive that hey, we need to knock off this team that's beaten some of the big boys?
Well, we'll be ready to play. There's no question about that. Our guys will be excited about the opportunity and the challenge that's in front of them. But we'll have to play well. I mean, take away a three-point shot would be a big weapon. They played Delaware earlier this year, and They played about as well as you possibly could play, and Delaware played the opposite. But
Leading 58-18 at halftime.
they made 14 threes in the first half. And they shot 21 for 34 for the game from three. I don't know if I've ever seen a tape like that. 21 threes in a game is obviously a potent weapon. So it'll start with our ability to take away, if we can, take away the three-point shot.
For your team, and you mentioned in an earlier show that you need to get William and Mike Morcell playing at an all-conference level. With Mike, who over the last week has, to be frank, has played as poorly as I've seen him play in his 3 years at Towson. And Mike knows it. And what can you do as a coach to try to get into his head that, or maybe you don't want to get into his head? How do you do that with a player that's obviously in a slump?
You know, we've tried a lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, the big thing we try to preach to guys is don't worry about, I got to make home run plays, I got to make a three. Let's embrace the details. Are you guarding? Are you bringing energy? Are you creating for your teammates? Are you getting to the foul line? Are you getting on the glass? And then when guys do that, they embrace the details and do the little things. Their talent eventually is going to take over and allow them to make plays. But the thing we've tried to preach to both those guys really heavily now is, if you decide to go the other way and like, I gotta make a three, I gotta make a home run play, then odds are things aren't going to work in your favor, and it becomes a harder kind of mental obstacle to overcome. So really just preach about, look, you're a good player, that's over, we believe in you, we trust you. Now just, you got to start with defending, running the floor, glass, creating for others, free throw tips, and everything else will fall into place. I believe those are two prideful, talented guys that have worked pretty hard, so I believe that it'll change for them quickly. I have a selfish interest in that because I want it to change quickly.
You also, as the season has gone on, you have freshmen that are getting more and more minutes. Zane Martin, Justin Gorham, playing significant minutes now, especially Zane his minutes have really gone up. What have you seen from him that you've liked?
He's gotten better defensively. His practice habits have improved. He still hasn't shot the ball the way we know he's capable of, and he's got to take care of it better, but he's going to be good. So this day and age, if you have a couple bad games, everyone wants immediate gratification. He's going to be a good player for us, chance to be a very good player, and same thing with Justin. He's actually leading us in rebounds per minute. Incredibly high energy, and so I'm excited about where those guys are going to get to. Even before this year ends, they're going to help us get over the hump in a couple big games, I believe.
All right, well, the Tigers with a couple of big ones this week. The Tigers and Huskies will tip off at 2 o'clock inside CQ Arena. I'll have the call on TowsonTigers.com and CBS Sports Radio starting 15 minutes before the game. You can also see it on Comcast Sportsnet. As always, we thank Coach Skerry for being with us. And that will do it for us on today's episode of the Tiger Basketball Report. Hope to see you at CQ Arena. For head coach Pat Skerry, I'm Spiro Morekas. As always, go Tigers.